Hello.
Hey,
Hi, guys.
we're live.
You surprised us here. But yeah, we're live.
Yeah,
Uh,
ready as always.
ready as always. Still 1 minute to spare, so we will talk about the weather, I guess, or something. But
Which
we can
is,
see it.
I have no
don't
idea
know.
what, because the window is closed.
Okay,
and the
it's
blinds
4
are drawn.
o'clock now.
Yes.
So let's go. With what? What do we have for you today? The main course and the main event is our contest for
Yeah.
a character that we will add to our game. So last week we asked you guys to send us some of your ideas for the characters that we could incorporate into the game, and you sent a bunch of those.
Yeah, there were over 30 messages, so
Something like that.
was a pretty good count, and there was a lot of reading involved yesterday and today to get through all of them a few times. I gave it around a few times to all of those messages, and well, it was a difficult choice because, there were some characters or some archetypes that were repeating themselves, like the archaeologist or the cook or some hunter or something like that. There were a few of those. There were quite original characters. There were some ninjas in there and some
Priests.
Yeah, the exorcist
Yeah.
priest. I also like this idea, and some YouTubers and stuff like that. So. You can check out the update to see who won. I will tell you in a nutshell what the decision process was and why those characters were chosen and not any other ones. And from now on, you've got 24 hours to vote. And the link is in the update as well. And we're excited to see which character will win according to you guys. So should we start with presenting the winners or the...
Yeah, I think. We
Okay,
can go with
cool.
that.
So, the winning characters and why. The criteria was very simple, to be honest. We were looking for creative ideas, obviously, but those ideas needed to be something that can be kind of introduced into the storyline that we already have. We didn't want a character that would require us to rewrite a part of the scenario or a part of the plot right now, because that would be too much of a change. So we had to kind of steer away from some crazier ideas, maybe leave them for later. But also, the choice was, well, how creative were you even with the bio description? Because, for example, one of the characters who won was Adrian Legov, who is a cook, and there were like 3 cooks, I think, in the entries that we had, but this one, I think, had the best bio, and it kind of fit the game perfectly, and the author even like kind of introduced him into the storyline as well as Jake Higgins' friend, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So this is why Adrian Legov and not any other cook. Sorry about that. And there were also 2 or 3 archaeologists, I think, or some kind of like similar professions to that. There was one like kind of Indiana Jones, more or less, maybe kind of going into that direction. But Abdel Sangui is the winner here as an archaeologist. And again, the story for him was pretty interesting to read as well, and in comparison to the others too, and also the perk that fit the character kind of popped into my head very clearly. So we've got an archaeologist, we've got a cook, and the third one is, and this was a pretty original idea because there were a few adventurers, but I've even added in the update that this for me is like a professional climber or some kind of an athlete kind of feat, something like that, because of the character bio that struck me pretty well, and it also kind of clicked with one of the mechanics that we have with the map cards, where you have to have limited movement options when you're on mountains or rocky terrain and stuff like that. So this character Nissi Malika fits this bill perfectly, so this is why she landed the winning top 3 in this case. Yeah. So this is this, and when it comes to the other entries, there were quite a lot of great ideas, and seriously, it was a very difficult choice. So be sure that if we come back with some kind of an, I don't know, add-on expansion or something, some of those ideas might trickle in. The only thing that I kind of discarded from the word go were characters that were too strongly based on existing pop culture characters, because, well, we're not there yet,
Yeah.
right, to do something like this, I think. But with all the other ones, seriously, guys, great job on those entries, and I was blown away by some of the ideas. Really, it was a very tough decision to do. So right now, cast your votes. We're waiting. And those three people, the authors from Nissi Malika, Adrian Legov, and Abdul Shangi, check your email, check your inbox to see if we've contacted you with the...
I will do this later.
What are they getting? This is how
The
it's called?
Survivor
The
Pack,
Survivor
yeah.
Pack, yes. Right, so
we'll be ready if you want to go and camp outdoors. We have some cool things for you that
you'll be
get in your
prepared.
post office.
Okay, cool. So I think that's out from the list of the things that we had to talk about in the beginning, right? That is the biggest announcement.
Yes.
For now. And where are we with the rest? Is there? Wait, can I get into the chat somewhere to see?
We
Click on
have
the link, right?
I don't know if you have the app for this, but I could be your
So
chat guy
you'll
for
have
today.
to be then. Okay.
So yeah, Fons said that sounds like you need an expansion with all those extra character ideas. It's basically what you said, and nice characters. And we think that also, and as Vic said, there were a lot of really good entries, but yeah, we sadly had to pick only 3.
An expansion is a great idea that we're thinking about, definitely, if everything goes well. And because, well, if we are writing an expansion, we'll be writing a completely new storyline. Even if it's in the same setting, if it's still in the jungle, then the storyline will be completely different, and there will definitely be some additional mechanics involved. So maybe some of those characters can just pop in. There were quite a few characters that had some kind of a backstory to them, like some people who are, I don't know, looking for their missing daughters or taking revenge on the cartel for something or other. And I didn't really want to waste that storyline for this game right now, because we already have a narrative that's going on, and it would be very difficult to kind of combine this backstory, and I didn't want it just to be there for just reading purposes and nothing more. So, well, maybe in an expansion we'll do something like with personal goals or something, that every character will have some kind of agenda on going to the jungle or whatever, and then those characters might see the light of day again. So yeah, who knows?
Yeah, and we'll talk with you if we want to. If we want to use your idea, we will also contact you, because we want just to throw that away. So yeah,
definitely. We got all those mails saved, so it will be easy to find you guys later on.
I don't know if you just read that Fons said I heard someone say Antarctica as a new location. That would be very cool. Yeah,
we were throwing the idea around in the comments about there was white hell, blue hell, and yellow hell as well, because there was some desert background. There was Antarctica, and there was something like lost on the sea or in the ocean or something like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we could talk to Creepy Jar about changing the name of the. to use a diverse name, but well, who knows what the additions or any extra content might bring.
We have a lot of colors that we could use to change from green to whatever.
Well, and a lot of zones, right?
Yeah.
With different climates. There's like Siberia, some Siberia survival or something like that. Who knows?
We'll think about it. I really think it's possibility if you are brave enough. So.
Yeah, or like a city jungle survival, like a city hell.
That's dangerously close to like post-apo climates. So,
well, yeah, depending what kind of city you put it in, right? And what times. But well, who knows?
We will talk.
Everything is up in the air. Yeah.
What do we want to say? That's we are 5K from another stretch goal.
Yes,
so
yes, and those are armor cards.
Yeah, that's something to look for. And I don't know if we can do a little sneak peek of armor card. Oh no, because
Well, I don't know.
we don't have it set up.
We
to,
can't
like,
we
show.
can't really show any armor cards right now, but we can tell you something about them, more
Sure.
or less, because this is a game about crafting mainly, so it's cool to have even more things to craft than your usual lot of buildings and weapons and some additional things. So armors will be another thing that you'll be able to craft in the game if we get to that stretch goal. There will be a few types in the computer game. You have like stick
Steel
armors,
one,
bones,
stick, yeah, plank and everything.
yeah, those different types. So definitely, like the majority of them will find their way into the board game, and they will have their characteristic resources required. So bone armor will require a fair amount of bones and a few other components to craft one. We won't be doing like divisions, so that there will be torso and legs and arms or something. You'll be crafting like just one piece of armor, and you'll be carrying it on your character. That's one thing. The other thing is that armor will have a weight component to it, so it will also count to the amount of things you can carry in your hands if you're carrying heavy objects and if you have an armor equipped. Because
that's understandable, right?
Heavier than others, right? So then that's one thing. And the armors will be protecting you as a one-shot protection or like two-shot protection or something. They will have a limited capability as well because, for example, a stick armor, if it protects you from acquiring a wound or poison, so like a red condition effect, for example, it's something that's just a one-time thing. If a boar hits you, the stick armor basically breaks and it protects you from getting wounded, but it gets destroyed in the process, right? But if you have a steel armor, for example, it can get 2 or 3 hits and it can protect you from more things. It can protect you from losing stamina, from getting a wound or something else. So there will be different levels and different durabilities, let's say, of armor, and some of them will be protecting against fewer effects, some will be protecting against more effects. It all depends on the type that you craft. So you will have to, gear up in them appropriately. That's the word I was looking for. Yes. Yeah, okay. I don't know if I've ran out the subject here.
I think we need to keep something, secret for people to be surprised.
That's the basic mechanic. But we'll if the goal gets funded, we'll show you 1 or 2 cards in the update already to just kind of like tease how the deck looks like and what's inside, so that
still working on it though. So we will love your comments on that matter, and we are always open to talk and take account in everything you say.
Yeah, definitely. So if you have some good ideas for some armor pieces or something, you can leave them in the comments as well. Maybe, who knows? It might be something that will, click in our heads and show up in the game later on or something like that. Well, you never know.
Never know. Okay, so also we have need to check the Board Game Geek for that, but
I think we clicked the social spectacle, right?
Yes.
Yes.
We have 1 additional night card waiting for you guys, and we are 8 subscribers away from 2 additional map cards. Because, I don't know, I guess you guys know this, but on Board Game Geek, you have fans and subscribers. It's completely different buttons that you need to click, and we have 152 fans and 192 subscribers, and 200 subscribers is a mark for us, and also 200 fans is a mark for yet another additional night card.
Yeah, so pop in and click both of those buttons.
Both, yeah.
Yeah, don't forget about that. And with the night cards, it's cool if we have more of them because, with the night cards, some of the night cards that we already have prepared are like scenario dependent. So you will have a basic deck of night cards from which you'll be using, and those additional night cards that get funded in social stretch goals go into this main deck. So you will have more in the beginning of the game, but depending on some of your decisions during the campaign, you will have to add additional night cards into this main deck that will be a bit more narrative driven and will be more connected with the decisions that you've made. They won't be like very serious changes, but they will be there to kind of provide some more narrative background and fit more into the story of what your decisions are. And they will be a bit more dangerous as well. So that will be the whole deck then. You won't ever be using the entire deck probably that you have in the box, but yeah, because some of them will be locked out depending on your decisions, but the more the merrier, right? So yes, funding those is going to be fun as well. I have to pop in with an idea or two for more dangers for those night cards as well if they get funded, because yeah.
Yeah, I think should do that. Okay, and I just checked the Strapple, and we have like a not clear winner.
Really?
Yes, not much votes yet, but the Nisi Malika is on in the first place. But the other guys are just
yeah, seriously. Yeah, they're catching up. Well, I won't tell you who my favorite is. I'll keep mum about that, not to suggest anything to anybody. Because later, if that character wins, you'll say, they chose the winner that they like themselves. So no.
Yeah, we don't have any special powers on Strapple.
Yeah.
Just to be clear, that's yeah. It's IP based, so you can just spam votes.
Exactly, but yeah, but that looks cool. Pretty head to head right now.
Yeah, and the second thing, we have also, I believe, a winner on our school counter.
Yes, we do.
I said that we will like log the voting after the campaign because we want everyone to have a say in this, but we have like 300 or 300 something votes and big icons.
Yeah,
is clear winner for now.
Of his favorite too, so we're happy about that as well. But that's just pure coincidence here.
Yes, that's right. Okay, what's next? Also, I would like to thank you guys for remembering and reminding everyone that to click on the kick track, because some of you are really active and gave daily reminder for this. So Patrick and Kamina,
yeah, exactly,
and Erwin and a few others. That helped us on a weekend, like pretty substantially. Is that the word?
Yeah.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, that's a word.
to jump to the I don't know, 8th or 9th place. We also put some ads there, so it should go really well. And yeah, you can see it in a backer number growing.
Yeah.
So.
And remember that the character that wins the votes after those 24 hours right now, it's the second character that would be unlocked if we hit the 100k stretch goal, right? So the pilot, who we've announced previously, and the character that you choose, those will be the two characters that get unlocked. And additionally, this kind of reminded me that there were a few entries in the emails that suggested a character of a mechanic, pilot, or something like that. And unfortunately, as good as those ideas were they were duplicating the character that we've already announced. So it was a no-go on those guys. So they unfortunately got kind of out of the basket.
We had to mix it up and pick someone who is not a mechanic for this one.
Yeah, although mechanic is going to be useful, right?
Sure.
In the team,
with building and everything.
Yes, if you select the guy for your playthrough. All right, cool. And what else?
Do we have like some new comment that is rotating a lot in the comment section, or?
From what I remember, apart from the click track ones and everything, there were questions about sleeved cards and whether the inserts are going to house them. So, and as I've answered it in the comment section as well, the guys who are designing the inserts, if we're talking about the custom one from eRaptor that's offered in our campaign, those guys know their know their craft very well, and all of their inserts always accommodate sleeves for cards, so this one won't be any different, so you don't have to worry. Everything will fit, and you can sleeve away to protect your cards, obviously. And there was one question that I would like to clarify, though, from Don Rochette, who was asking, is there a reason why the Strength, Stamina, Stealth, and Sanity icons are not included above the respective bars on the player board? And do we have a player board here?
I think so, yeah. Should be one in there.
Yes. Right, so let me get some help here to show you. So yes, the question was about whether, these bars have colors on them, but they don't have the icons, right? So we've got the red for strength, yellow for stamina, blue for stealth, and white for sanity. And those are color-coded, but when you select your character and slot it here into this, for now, prototype version, you can see that the icons on the character board, on the character card, kind of, fit over those columns, and right now the icons connect with the columns and the colors match and everything, so this all should fit quite nicely visually. And also those colors here are coded with the conditions that are on the right side, so strength is connected to red conditions, and yellow stamina is connected to the yellow conditions, and so forth and so on. So everything here matches up pretty well. So those icons are there, they just show up once you select your character. So let's be clear on that. We haven't forgotten about anything when it comes to designing this.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we have a question from Facebook, from Fons.
Yeah.
Can you explain a bit more about the difficulty in the game?
About the difficulty in the game. Okay, so when it comes to the campaign, the difficulty will be scaling along with the scenarios that you complete. And the first scenario, the tutorial scenario, supposedly our testers are saying that it's pretty difficult when it comes to finishing it. But that's because it's the tutorial, and, well, come on, if you can't learn to deal with the tutorial to learn the rules, then you probably won't survive later on. Sorry about that, in the jungle. But later on, the campaign kind of goes from softer to more difficult scenarios as you go, and there is no possibility to increase or decrease the level of difficulty as the campaign goes. This just scales, but some of your actions that you do during the campaign in the narrative might increase this difficulty level a bit, or might make the campaign a bit easier. It depends on which way you go, and you have to trust your gut on this one, your intuition. Right? But when it comes to the solo scenarios that we've talked about during the last update a bit, that you'll be able to play as well, they will have a few different degrees of difficulty, and you'll be able to scale those to, to fit your survival expertise, let's say, so that if something is too easy for you, you can kind of, twist the knob to 11 and try again. So yeah, that's how it's going to be. And when it comes to the scaling of this difficulty, it will be usually connected with how you start the solo scenario. So what will be your kind of entry conditions? So whether you will have the camp partially built up, or whether you will have some resources, or how much time you will have to achieve certain goals in those solo scenarios and stuff like that. During the campaign, the difference is for numbers of players, because if the less players you have, the more days you have to fulfill a goal, because, well, you have limited numbers of actions and movements. So the scaling is more for player numbers than difficulty levels when it comes to the campaign. Yeah. I think that covers it, to be honest. Unless there is something more. Yes. So Fons can say if you're satisfied with the answer.
Or do we need to add something to it? Yeah. If we have a time, you can do a 360 for a Sponzy.
Oh, yeah. Spons, yes, last week Spons asked for a 360 of a tree. We forgot about that. So... who's going to do that?
Do the honors.
Wait, I'll move it here. So this is the front of the tree. That's how it looks like. I don't know if you can see the face pretty well over there. And the front.
So. It looks okay.
Over here, This is the hole through which the dice fall out and they go into your threat pool, and those that damage your camp also fall out here, right? Let's twist it around. Slowly. Yes,
Drum roll.
please. Right. And if you were ever wondering on biology lessons whether trees have an asshole, then that's the...
Yeah.
Can I say asshole online?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so that's the backside of the tree. So that's where the dice fall out that you don't need for the night phase, right? That won't affect you during the night phase, but they will be left for the next night phase if if you're unlucky enough, and so forth and so on. So this is how it looks like, and we can take the top off for a moment. So this is...
If you want to see the
Yes.
inside of it.
This is the base from the top, as you can see. And it has this... you won't be able to see it because it's like kind of pretty detailed, but this is kind of a skull pattern. There are skulls here and rocks on the other side. And then you've got...
The mechanism.
The tree is hollow inside, and then you have this pyramid mechanism that Mariusz is putting in that allows the dice, the threat dice and the damage dice, to fall out through the front or through the back. You put this tube in, and then you insert the tree on top, and that's how you complete the tree. But the copy that you will be getting in the game is probably going to be what? Is it going to be pre-assembled? Or is it going to be for
I don't know yet.
For the users too?
We will know once we have everything established with manufacturer.
Yes, but
one thing, because I want to talk about this. On some forum, I don't remember where it was right now. Someone was talking about, the fulfillment of everything. If we will be ready to print the games and ship the games and everything, and they said that September next year is impossible, but it's not like we don't have already booked, time for us to, in a manufacturer, to print it. So we don't just like say whatever date we want. Everything is set up basically. So the manufacturing is just waiting for the final
all the
version
files,
of the game. Yeah.
For the cards and everything, right? So the only slip up that can happen probably right now, if we don't make basically the booked schedule with the manufacturer, if we don't deliver all the components, so that might make us push the production back.
But
we're
we have
doing
a lot
everything
of time.
to make it happen, to meet the deadline and deliver all the files for the scheduled print run, and then we will be commencing the manufacturing process. So
getting everything and sending it to the different hubs and shipping it to you guys.
Yeah, and everybody knows how the stories with shipping right now look like, with booking containers and such. So
we're hoping to get it, established a little bit better, so there is no traffic, you can say, with the shipping and everything. But as of now, we have everything managed and scheduled, and we are up to the schedule with that.
Yeah. And Abdel Shangi is winning right now.
Okay.
Damn, archaeologist surpassed the adventurer. Cook seems to be the least popular. People are quite sure that they will be able to feed themselves in the jungle.
They haven't played it yet. I had, and it's not always that simple.
Yeah, I wouldn't be so sure if you have enough.
Especially after you guys unlocked the quirks and everything, so that will be even more difficult.
Yeah, that might be a bit tricky.
And I think that is one way to like crank up the difficulty level, right?
I think we can unzoom the camera right now.
We are unzoomed.
We are.
You have like
there's a lag.
Yeah. 2 or 3 minutes. I'm
lag.
not sure how long it is.
Okay.
So if you want to crank up the difficulty level, you can throw the wounds and quirks, and that's something that you need to work around and play around and meet some additional requirements for not your whole group, but individual characters. And yeah, some of them are pretty nasty. You can share food, you can share whatever. I don't want to spoil anything because they should be known just to you. And when playing the game like Green Hell, it's nice to not know what is coming.
Yeah, there was this one character in the contest. Somebody's written up. Somebody, it was some kind of a psychologist or something like that. So something close to this, and I kind of seriously wanted to include this in the vote and give him the perk to, when you are drawing a wound card or a quirk card, you can draw two and choose the one that fits you better. So but then again, we couldn't do that because, well, quirks and wounds won't be in every single game.
Yeah.
So this passive wouldn't be used all the time, and it would be null and void for some game sessions. So I couldn't go that way, but who knows what's can happen in the future. But that was also a pretty cool thing. Thematically, it would be great because, you choose a character that would have to keep the team sane and work on their mental well-being while in the jungle. So that kind of makes sense. But with those quirks and wounds being optional, and that wouldn't go pretty well, I think.
Yeah, that would made one character useless, and we don't want to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think we covered basically everything right now. If you guys don't have any questions, remember to vote.
Yeah.
In a poll that we posted.
Yeah, it's
earlier.
happening. It's happening. We've got 31 people voting right now. So that's still a lot of backers to go. So come on.
Yeah, I think some people will vote later as it is pretty early in the United States, and that's where a lot of backers are from. 24 hours for that, and we will post an update with this. And what else for tomorrow? You had something for tomorrow, right?
What else for tomorrow?
I think we have one surprise for you guys.
Well, there are two, and I think one can be musical.
Yeah,
to be honest, but we'll see which one. We'll see which one will show up tomorrow. We'll keep you posted. But there are still a few things. Okay, let's use a cliche here. We have still a few aces in our sleeve before the campaign ends. So yes. Maybe that sounds a bit cocky, but I like those ideas. So let's advertise them as such.
Oh, Erwin, we talked about you today.
Yes.
He said missed it. Thought it started at 4. Yeah, at 4 test. So Central European summertime.
Yes.
And it's 4:30 right now.
Yeah. That's where we live. Sorry about the time zones. Easy to get mixed up sometimes.
But Erwin, thank you, as I said before, for reminding people to click us on KickTrack. That's really helping. And we love that you guys do it because we don't want to, be extra pushy.
You can say that, right?
For you to
we're modest and shy people.
Yeah.
We're just like
regular people
sitting away, games. Dwindling in our basements, making a game.
Yeah.
So, sure. That's a very good way to describe the process. Yes.
No, we have, and we will probably show you this after, as we talked before the stream, in short video after the campaign. We will show you everyone who worked on Green Hell, because it's not just Vic and me and who do you know about?
Johnny.
Johnny,
was mentioned a few times.
Yeah, a few people who are and QA team, and everything. There are a lot of people, and we will show them to you. So you can
everyone will get some FaceTime finally at the end of the campaign, even if to say thank you or something like that. But this team is a bit bigger than what you are seeing on a daily basis.
Yeah. Just we don't have that much to do with the game, so we can spare some time and talk to you guys. Maciej said that our time zone is perfect. Yes, Maciej, it is. Same as yours, I believe. Same as yours. Okay, so that's it. That's it.
I think so. If there aren't any more questions from
Yeah, we have
the
everything
guys
covered.
here, then we've covered what we wanted to. The announcement was made. You know who the winners are, or the candidates for the winning character. And well, the only thing to do right now is to collect 100k to get the stretch goal checked off and those characters in the box.
Yeah, we have a few things that should help with that, but
Yeah.
let's see what the future brings.
Hopefully it will all work according to everybody's wishes, right? Yeah.
Sure.
So
Okay.
all in all.
Thank you for today. Hit us up in the comments on the Kickstarter, on Facebook. You can ask us directly about something. I don't know if we need a Discord right now because we are on a Greenhill Discord.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll set up something to talk with you guys because it's not so easy to talk in the comment sections. And I read a few topics that was really fun to read with the people when you talked about the ideas and everything. So I think we can set up that.
Yeah. Because right now we've got only one channel on the Greenhill Computer Game Discord that you can pop in to say hello as well. Come on, we're inviting you there as well.
Yeah, but we will need something after the campaign to communicate with you, and I think.
Yeah,
Discord could be
definitely.
good.
But for now, this form of
Yeah.
communication is sufficient, I think, what we're doing right now. And yeah.
Sure. So yeah, thank you for today. We will write to you tomorrow.
Yeah, same time, same place, but this time in written form and not video.
Goodbye, and take care, and play
Stay
board
safe.
games. Bye.